So yeah, we're not gonna watch that, but you can find it on YouTube to watch the rest of that episode. So let's close that. Let's refresh this. Nope, not yet. Refresh that. I don't expect anything there. DDO Wiki. All right, so what other useful things can we do this morning? Well, there were a lot of... I don't have that computer up and running. I have screenshots of all of the new items on Lemania on my laptop that has Lemania. But I don't have it running at the moment. So, yeah. Well, DDO.com/forums. Let's go to the forums. I wonder if there's a live thread for Update 28 loot, official thread. Lemania U28 items official discussion. There we go. So we do have an official discussion on it. I don't know if it was updated with the actual items from Lemania. Let's go to page 6 because I'm not logged in, and they go in chronological order from oldest to newest when you're not logged in. I have the newest stuff at the top logged in, but we're not. So let's see here. Oh, we're on page 6. All right, so maybe we want page 1. Let's go to page 1. All right, so we got some stuff here. Epic Laurel Helix. So what we're going to do is go here. We're going to go to Update 28 named items. We're going to go to Epic Laurel Helix. So we're going to create this page. It's going to be a new page. It doesn't exist yet. Let's take a look at it. What is it exactly? It is a ring. Min level 28 binds to account on acquire with a bunch of cool things on it. So let's see here. So we got it is a named jewelry, and I can't spell. And I believe jewelry is actually capitalized. Show preview. Yep, there it is. So that's the template that we want. But, you know, we don't know what all the slots are because we've never done this before. So what we need to do is we need to go to template name jewelry. Just by typing the template name jewelry, there's also named clothing, named armor, named weapons, named quiver, named room arm. There's a few different ones. If we go to template named jewelry, in the usage section here, we actually have a copy and paste version of the template so that you can easily have all of the fields that you need. So we're going to make this box a little bit bigger so we can see the whole thing in one shot. It's going to be a min level 28 item. We get that from here. Min level 28 binds to account on acquire. So let's do the bind. It's not unbound, so we can get rid of that. If we go to the bottom of the page here, this is where these come in handy. So we got the bind template. We know that it's bound to account, and we know that it's bound on acquire. So we just click, click, and we're done. Bound to account on acquire. So we're done with the bind. Type. It is a ring. Race. It is not race restricted in any way, so we can delete all of that and just make it none. Slot. It is a finger item. I am probably going to, at some point, combine slot and type. If it's, that is very cool. If it is a ring, then it obviously goes on a finger. You're not going to put, a ring on your wrist or your foot. Although, I suppose they could add toe rings at some point if they really wanted to, but that'd be kind of weird. Whatever. Durability. What is the durability? So let's go take a look. Durability, 200. So we're going to put in 200. Material, what is it made of? It is made of steel. It's a steel ring. Hardness. What is the hardness? It has a hardness of 29. 29. What is the cost? It is 11,220 platinum. 11,220 platinum. What is the weight? It was 0.10 pounds. Is it epic? We're going to leave it at no. We know that it's an epic item. It is an epic item. However, it is not a crafted epic item. It does not use the old seal shard and scroll system. So it is no. It is no that it is not epic. I know it's very confusing. It's confusing to me talking about it. If I didn't have a deep understanding of how it works, having added that perimeter originally back when we did the seal shard and scroll system, which some of you might not even know exists. Yeah, it's always win-win. It's always win-win, indeed. Quest. We don't know which quest it goes to yet. Enhancement. So this is where we're going to get started. Enhancement. Sheltering 24. So we're always going to try Sheltering 24 to use templates for enhancements. And we're just, templates normally follow a pattern of whatever it is, and then whatever its attributes are. So Sheltering 24. A lot of the templates are here. Enhancement templates, more variables. So this does like augmentation and clicky and DR and material, which you won't actually ever need to use really. It's very, very rare, like if it's adamantine or, metaline or something. Save, skills, spell power, and stats, which this all needs to be updated. Two variable ones are like sneak attack bonus, and it kind of gives you a reference of, what goes where. Name set, set name, guard, prefix options, fortification prefix, exceptional percent. Damage type isn't a two variable one, but it's there. I don't know. One variable, attack bonus, augment, commendation, deception, false life, good luck, healing amp. Some of these have been deprecated and merged into others. Some of them have not. I really need to update this page right here. As you can see, sheltering's not even there, and it should be. Then there are simple templates, which are single click, blunted, boon of death, command, death block. A lot of these have changed as well. Death block is now uses parameters. This is a really old way of doing it, and it hasn't been updated in a long time. Key needs to be updated. I guess starter is still valid. Feather falling is still valid. Command is probably still valid. But those exist to help you and they will become more helpful in the near future when I update them. So, let's see here. We have sheltering, fortification 120%. Well, I know that one's there. Let's take a look here. One variable. Is fortification here? Nope. Is it two variables? Fortification. There it is. So we have fortification, prefix, exceptional percent. It's 120%. I don't know what the rest of it is, but close that template. Fortification 120. We're going to call that good. The next one. What's next on the item? Protection 10. So protection, I think, is one of those weird ones that we have a weird name because there are multiple things called protection. Not natural arm. Protection bonus is what we called it. That's a legacy name for it. Should be updated at some point, but it probably won't be because I think there's something else that's called protection that interferes with it. Protection bonus 10%. What's the next thing? Empty green augment slot. Augment green. Next. Epic double helix set. So this is going to be a set. Set bonuses. Named item sets. And it is the Epic double helix set. Epic double helix. Which won't exist in the template yet. So we're going to have to deal with that in a minute. But we don't know what it is that doesn't exist yet. Always assume that the set names exist in the template, and then deal with them if they don't. So that's that set. We actually have two sets here. The other set is the Epic the Devil's Handiwork. Epic the Devil's Handiwork. I believe that's the spelling of it. That is the spelling of it. All right. So we've got that. That's all the enhancements. Let's scroll back up here, take a look at our ring. Stretch this out a little bit. There's no crafting upgrade. Description. That is whatever's at the bottom of the text here. A spiral-shaped ring made from the laurel plant. A spiral-shaped ring made from the laurel plant. We don't have a picture of what the ring looks like yet, which is, for a ring, it usually is whatever's in the focus orb for it. We don't have a picture on Wiki yet for the description, which is this right here. I could actually save this and upload it. Let's do that. Save image as. Let's save it in Dungeons & Dragons Online. So this gets to file names. File names use our naming policy. Our naming policy is that it should be the name of the item. Epic Laurel Helix dot. I'm going to use PNG. We actually had a discussion about that recently. I actually like JPG for these, but other people prefer PNG, so I'm going to save it as a PNG, especially since, it's already a PNG, so I'm not going to fight with it. I'm going to save that in the Dungeons & Dragons Online folder, which you can see I've got a whole bunch of stuff in here. So Epic Laurel Helix, save. So what we're going to do is, let's see that completed downloading there. We are going to type in Epic Laurel Helix.png. tips. We don't have any tips. New U28 item. And we're going to show preview. And this is what we got. So apparently I got sheltering right, fortifications right, protection. Now these show blue links, set undefined. It does not know what the set is. It also doesn't know what the double helix set is. So we need to do something about that. It also doesn't know what the image is. See this 420? That's where the image goes. When we mouse over it, see how it says File Epic Laurel Helix? If we open that in a new tab, it'll say Upload File. Here is our where we upload our files. Let me move me down a little bit and shrink me a little bit and move this down a little bit and stretch it out like this. I'll rearrange our picture a little bit here. There we go. All right, so what we're going to do is, since we've already defined the name, we're going to make sure that it goes in the right place. New update 28 item. Actually, we're not going to put in a summary. We don't care anything about that. We actually don't have any licensing or copyright status available, and that's something that I really wish that we had something official that we could use for that. I may have to discuss that some more with Cordovan at some point. But for now, just don't worry about it. I'll note that we have a maximum file size of 2 megabytes. If you exceed that, it will not allow you to upload it. We also have a large file size of 150K, which is kind of small in reality nowadays. And I'm actually working on bumping that up, but it hasn't happened yet. So let's choose our file. We know that we want epic laurel helix.png. Open. Wait a minute, and we see that it shows here. We click on upload. And we wait for it, and we wait for it, and we wait for it. It's going to warn us that we're exceeding the 150K recommended limit because of whatever. I don't remember what size it said it was. We're going to ignore the warning and save anyway. And there it is. I don't know why it says 0 bytes. That's weird. But it says it's 420 by 523. That's cool. That's a normal size. We prefer 420 pixel width screenshots for this. So there's our file. If we go back here and we do a show preview, hopefully, there it is. We are going to, in the tip section, we're actually going to go to help improve templates. We're going to do category needs info box picks because we have a red boxed description. This will add it to a category that indicates to people that we need a new screenshot. Reasons could be red box descriptions, yellow box descriptions. We try to not have those. We try not to have ones that are from a chest that say reserved for player. Sometimes the reason is that the image is outdated. It needs to be updated. It's a historic version from 2007 sometimes, and there's a new version. There are multiple reasons for that. So the reason that we wanted to put our screenshot in there was so that we could add our temporary description for named item sets. So if we scroll up here, we can see the double helix set is while wearing both items from the double helix set, you gain +4 insightful bonus to all. To my eyes get tracked, sheltering. And then the other one is while wearing 6 items from the Devil's Handy Work, you gain +2 quality bonus to all ability stats. Show preview. And race absolutely required looks broken, even though we have none in there. What if we get rid of none? That's something that needs to be fixed in the template. I'll have to take care of that. Maybe we'll do it in a live stream at some point. If we have race equals nothing, it assumes none. Someone let me know when you can see the release notes. So I believe, based on IRC, that Jerry has completed the release notes. And there they are. So yep, there they are, Cordovan. The Devil's Gambit. Of special note, okay. Thwart the plans of Devil General in our newest adventure packs. The Devil General Aratrikos. In our newest adventure pack, the Devil's Gambit defends Stormreach centers of magical power from destruction at the bands of a green slad in all new quests. Available for level 14 Heroic and level 30 Epic. The quest givers are located in the Eberron Hall of Heroes. This adventure pack is free to VIPs. See what else is new with Update 28 in the DDO store by clicking here. Open that in a new tab. Download is to download the game. News and notes. Nice picture of Aratrikos, who has a new voice, by the way. Mostly the stuff that we went over from the Lemania release notes. Added some pictures and some good stuff. What else do we have here? Yep, it's pretty much almost dead on for the Lemania release notes. Okay. Jibbo is questioning the English on a couple things, but that's good. It's all good there. So the release notes are up. New in the DDO store, Update 27. That doesn't look like it's been updated yet, but there's a limited release on +7 stat tomes. Get yours now. I don't know why there's such a wide array on price there, but character stats and XP tomes. Trial of Archons is available in the DDO store for 495 turbine points, and Monster Manual 5 is available for 595 turbine points. Good. Refresh this. Those are those. So we were editing this. So let's see here. Now our temporary thing there is here. check the chats. Okay, we're good there. And our double helix one is there. Green augment slot gives you a breakdown of what you can put in there. Blues, yellows, colorless, which each one. That's been fixed, so it looks like everything is good here. You'll notice that it says 1120 pp, platinum pieces. Even though we typed in 1120, 220 without a comma there, we can actually play with this. It's actually set up so that plat, gold, silver, copper. You could put in the number of copper pieces without any commas, and show preview would still show 1120 platinum pieces. There are 2 templates, extremely complicated, that took me days to build, even though it probably shouldn't have. But the reason it took so long is because they're so condensed, they're hard to read. That will actually convert raw values into platinum pieces and copper, and it actually breaks it all out. It's really ingenious the way that it's done. So let's save page. Is there a way to suppress that pop-up text on mobile? Yes. So we will get to that in just a moment, Simorgu. Let's see here. Let's look at our final result here. We can see that we have epic double helix items, epic, a couple new reg categories here that we'll have to add. Those will be wanted categories. So let's see what this would look like in mobile, because we can do that. I believe if we go like this, this is what Simorgu is talking about, the pop-ups that are here. There are 2 ways to deal with that, and they're both a pain in the butt to do. Your options are either request the desktop site using your browser, your mobile browser, force the M dot to go away in the URL, or add a question mark, use skin equals vector at the end, and unless I'm mistaken, it should load in the other skin, even on the mobile version without the pop-ups. I know it's a pain. The cause of that is when you're on the mobile page, which I'm stuck in now. I need to get rid of it. I need to force the M to go away. When you're stuck in the mobile page, you are forced to use WP Touch. That is our mobile skin. You are forced to use that in the mobile. There is no way to change that setting. A lot of us actually don't like that skin very much. It's something that Zevo put in. It was a pet project of his, and then he's kind of abandoned it and left us stuck with it. Your DDO and I and a few other administrators have actually discussed adding JavaScript to the global JavaScript page, which is common.js, to force mobile users to use Vector instead of WP Touch. Just eliminate it altogether so that people don't have to use it. But we haven't gotten there yet. It's something that's still in discussion. Some of us are for it, some of us aren't particularly for it. Not much else we can do about that at this time until that discussion is complete, or until we get Zevo to finish it. Or one of us goes in and finishes it, so that it doesn't do that. Yeah, I really wish that there was more we could do about that right now, but there isn't. So, moving on. We've now added the Epic Laurel item. I am going to take a break. I've been going at it for a little bit over 2 hours now. When I come back, maybe we'll do another item. We went over the release notes. Servers aren't quite back up yet. So yeah, maybe we'll add another item when I get back. See you shortly. And welcome back. So, let's see here. Upload. So you can see that we uploaded the file. It goes in an upload log. We created the page. Epic Laurel Helix. What was the other part of that set? The other half of the Helix set, let's do that. So we can complete the set. Let's see if we can find the other half of the Helix set, which is the Ivy Helix, if I remember correctly. No worries. Looking to lowering the Devil's Handiwork set requirement to 5 pieces and raising the bonus to +2/3 for Heroic Elite. Oh, that is good. We'll have to see how that turns out on live. Oh, that's right. So one of the things that we forgot to put on the Epic Laurel Helix page is because this is based on Lamania information, it is only appropriate to red boxed Lamania description. And it is also only appropriate to, at the top of the page, tag it as Lamania. What that does is it marks the page as this page is based on information gathered on Lamania. Might not be verified. Please fix it. If you can verify all the information on the page is correct, please edit the page and remove Lamania. So we need to add that to the page. Well, let's save the page here. So now we've marked it as Lamania because it's based on Lamania information. You can see that it is in a hidden category called Need Info Box Pick. That's because it's a red boxed Lamania thing there. It's also in Lamania. What else is in Lamania? There are some things here that are in Lamania because they are Lamania specific, such as the Test Dojo. And then there are some things which were Lamania specific, like Lamania Testing Stone, Lamania Release Notes. There are also some things in here like the Earthstar Mushroom and the Puffball Mushroom that could probably be updated with live information. That's a project for somebody to do at some point. Go through and anything that's live now, try to verify the information and get rid of the Lamania tag. Anybody is welcome to do that. And there are also some Lamania pictures, mostly from Temple of Elemental Evil stuff. So yeah, there's some good stuff there. What was the other thing I was going to do? Oh yes, I remember. So I am looking for the Epic IV Helix item. New store looks good. We'll be able to pay with a Subway card? Yes, we will. Or Burger King, I understand. However, they didn't do Dunkin' Donuts. What is up with that? Let's see here. We might not find it. So apparently we don't have that item available. However, let's see if I can remember this. For U27 and U26, so for some previous updates, U27 and U25, Community Manager Cordovan actually put up on DDO.com an actual, that template needs to be updated. Let's see here. See also, official name loot information he put up. Well, that's the update 25 one. There's an update 27 one. I wonder if there is an update 28 one yet. No. New store coming soon. I guess that's something worth discussing. Let's see what's available here. Hello from the Turbine e-commerce team. Writing to tell you today about some new and exciting updates coming to the in-game store in coming weeks. Completely new look and layout. Looks pretty good. So this is at ddo.com/n/news/new store coming soon. Yep, so we got PayPal, Subway, PaySafe, Skrill, Burger King, and Amazon. Hopefully they add, GameStop and Dunkin' Donuts at some point. Not sure that they'll actually do that, but it would be nice. One thing that's been mentioned is if you're sitting on any Turbine point codes that you've gotten from watching the weekly Wednesday stream, it might behoove you to use those sooner than later to prevent the possibility that they might not work properly when you try to use them later after the update for the new store. I'm sure they're going to try their best to make the codes continue to work. However, I would always play it on the safe side and try to get those in first before the store switches over. I know that entering those point codes needs to be done on myaccount.turbine.com now instead of in the store itself. So I'm hoping that means that the old codes will work in the new store through that method anyways. But you never know. So use up those point codes. Make sure that you get credit for them and don't have to worry about them later. A lot of good stuff here. So, let's see here. That was the update 27 stuff. So, as we saw, the link here actually took us to the update 25 page. So let's go down and edit this, because that link at the bottom of the page here shouldn't be taking us to the update 25 loop page. It was a copy and paste. So let's change that to a 7. CE means copy edit. Was there anything else on this page that we needed to update? No, but we also want to go down through the templates here and take the named add items by update and open that in a new tab in edit mode. So we can save this. The only thing that we're changing is we're changing the 5 to a 7 there. We can do show changes just to make sure. The only thing we're changing there is updating that for update 27. Save page. We have now fixed that link. Now we're here. And, oh, so this is using a DPL query. Yes, very complicated code. See, you've got this strange bars and weird words and all that stuff. So that should automatically update itself. We should never have to change that. This page should be protected because of that. Because there's no reason to change it anymore by any normal person. It needs to be fully protected. So what we're going to do is, give me a moment here. I am going to go to my Technical 13 account. And I am going to go to, I'm going to copy this address, paste it in here, and change edit to protect. Okay, so let's copy this up here. You'll notice that I am doing something where I have the screen already open. What I'm going to do is I'm going to change this to allow only administrators. I don't believe there's anybody that does DPL that isn't an administrator at this point. I am going to set a reason of important template. The word important here simply means excessively complicated and nobody should really be touching this. And I'm going to watch that. So this page, this template has now been fully protected. You can see fully protection is enabled. That's going to be something that I add to everybody at some point, but not just yet. But update 26 is a stub because there were no items. Update 27 is there, but update 28 seems to be missing. So I'm going to have to work on that DPL query later. Not sure what's up with that. But we can close this. And since we already have the page open here, it's not going to tell us that we can't edit it yet. So let's take a look here. The DPL query, order by sort key, items by update, category items by update. So let's go like this. Let's see if we can look at how it's building the query. 503 unavailable. Yay, the wiki is giving us a hard time. If this happens, wait 2 minutes and refresh the page. It usually takes care of itself. We go down to the bottom here, and this should now be a link to update 27, which you can't really see because that pop-up is behind my picture, my video camera. But it is correct now. So let's go to page category, items by update. And you can see that, so that's why the DPL query is picking up update 26. Let's open that. And let's open update 27 again for a minute. All right, so update 26, that's why it's a stub, because it was simply update 26 introduced non-mythic version variants of Temple of Elemental Evil gear. See update 25 named items for more information. So that is never going to be expanded. It's never going to change. This is one of those places where subs kill stub is our friend. Copy, paste, kill stub. It should no longer be a stub page. So we're going to just like add some blank lines here, and we're going to see if we can add a horizontal rule, which simply, so while we had the edit box open, since we protected the page, it's now telling us that, we can't edit the page anymore. You can view and copy the source of your edits to the page. That way you could post them on the talk page and request that they be done if you wanted. But we actually can't make the edit anymore. Isn't that great? That's what protection does. And it can happen in the middle of you editing a page. So if that happens, please do copy your changes to your clipboard. Figure out who protected the page or template, which you can find in the page history. It will say whoever protected template for whatever reason. It tells you who it is. Go to their talk page. Whoever protected the page, go to their talk page. Add a topic. You protected a page while I was editing. Oh my god. And then copy the contents of your edit inside of. So what you need to do is you need to go click more options, template functions, no. Okay, so this works. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to syntax highlight. You're going to do bib text for wiki text. They're not exactly the same, but they're very, very close. So that's what we use. Then you're going to click on the end. You're going to paste in whatever you had that you wanted to add, whatever the source of the page should look like, and then put a closing syntax highlight. And then make sure that you watch the page, and when you click on Save Page, it will create this. You also might want to go like this. Please update the source with this as is reasonable. Thank you. And then sign your post so that whoever protected the page while you were editing it can see what content you are adding, which is actually colorized when you actually hit save. So it's my own page. I'm good with that. We'll just hit save. This is what it will look like. You protected a page while I was editing will be your header. This text will show up. Don't worry about any of the other specifics. I'm going to put that in a box. I don't know why it isn't. Syntax highlight should be in a box. Yeah, something for me to update later. And then my text and my signature with date. So that's good. If we go back here, that's no longer that. We wanted this one because we want to go to update 28. Now if we edit this, you can see our kill stub. We can also see category items by update. If we go to update 28 and edit, and scroll down to the edit box and go to the bottom of that edit box and add a blank line, and we want to go like this. Delete 26 because it's 28. We want to copy this, and when you're linking to a category, you always want to put a colon in front of category. Otherwise, it will add it to the category instead of link to it. I know that doesn't make a lot of sense. In order to force it to link instead of do what categories do and categorize, it needs that colon in the front. So if you ever try to add a category and a link to a category and it doesn't show up on the page when you show preview, then make sure that you have that colon in there, or you are just adding the page to the category. So we can save page. And this is now in items by update. So if we go back to read this page, we now have update 28 up here. Isn't that wonderful? If we go to the top of the page here, we have update 28 highlighted. Update 26 is no longer a stub because we added the kill stub. That's where we are. Recent changes. You can see some of the good stuff that we've done. It looks like Crew 121 is in editing. That's good. Song of RK might fix according to the notes. Downtime for updates is a great time to make wiki edits. If you're bored, you've got nothing else to do, you're waiting for the server to come back up, edit the wiki. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that needs to be done. You don't have to wait. It doesn't have to be the new stuff in order to make edits. You can go back and fix things that have been bugging you for a long time because they're inaccurate. Maybe they're outdated. Maybe some troll decided to put something in there. We don't catch everything. That's why we need your help. So yeah, let's see here. It is 10:30, 10:40. Let's see how we're doing on servers coming back up. Ooh, it looks like all except Kenneth and Kyber are back up. So the update might be just about complete. Let's see here. Let's see here. Let's reload it again. Lemania is down. And all of the servers except for Kenneth and Kyber are up. That means they're restarting them. They haven't officially mentioned that it's up yet, but what we're going to do is we're going to go to IRC chat, and we're going to go to sorcery.net. We are going to be Leroy Jenkins 163 this time. And we are going to join DDO channel, because when all of the servers come back up, Cordovan, who is now in the room, as we can see, will say servers are back up, have fun. He will give us an announcement that it is back up. We actually don't have to watch chat for that to happen. Up in the midbit up here in the top, we will actually see someone is talking or something like that when somebody talks. We can go back here, look at recent changes. Kenneth isn't up yet either. And I typed that in just so that we could see people said stuff is what you'll see. So you click on that, and DDO stream said Kenneth isn't up yet either. You missed the previous conversation there where Goldie said Kyber down, rest of the worlds are opened, which wasn't quite true. Kenneth was down too. What we can do is we can go, if I remember correctly, it's status. No. Server status. There you go. So server status will give you the link to your DDO server status here. Kenneth and Kyber are still down. Recent changes. Update 28. You are protecting a page while I was editing. So we can click on that and we can see our posts. Yeah, still September, so we're still in the right quarter here. So let's actually edit that a little bit because I don't like the way that it looks. Syntax, highlight. I don't want to do it that way. But what I do want to do is I don't remember how to do that. Is it container? No. I don't think it's... I don't remember what it is, but there is a way to use a different container. Let's see what this looks like. Yeah, that's what I thought. Didn't think that would work. And if we wrap the pre's around the outside of the syntax highlight, that won't work either. I forget what the container is for that to use pre. And I don't want to get into editing style sheets on Technical 13 right now. Not really something you need to worry about. So we're just going to leave it at that, and I will update that myself later. Basically, it should be inside of a white box that looks like a code box or a pre-box. Should be inside of a white box, something like that, although not exactly like that. Some of these PPOIs, conflicting naming policy, that was about the using JPEG versus PNG for images. Optional XP bonus template, I don't remember what that was about. Epics in the series of templates, that's something else I was working on. I have a crafting tab. Epic crafting, green steel crafting, Caneth crafting, alchemical crafting, which are special pages of mine. Quest list is another incomplete project of mine. I have a lot of those incomplete projects, just so you know. I start things and don't get them done. Basically what this is, it lets you use a tab in your user space to list what packs that you have. All of the free-to-play stuff is white. All of the gold stuff requires a pack, which is listed at the beginning. So you can actually toggle which packs you have. So you can build yourself a quest compendium based on what packs you have access to. And then you can take advantage of the fact that it becomes a nice table, and you can sort them by base experience. Some of them have none.